Like, you're confused, right? I'm somehow simultaneously flabbergasted, but also kind of expected this. Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Astros, and I'm here to talk about Game 157 of the regular season, where the Astros win 5-1 over the Seattle Mariners in incredibly dominating fashion to take the first game of the series and shrink the magic number down to 5 games to lock up a postseason spot. This team just don't make no sense. The Astros come into this game having not won a series in 2 weeks, after a series where you just get swept by the lowly, and I mean lowly, Kansas City Royals, against a team that has every reason to want to beat you into the dirt, because you just got done sweeping them last year in the postseason, after their best season in 20 years, and who's done really well against you to this point of the season. And you take the first game behind a team that actually showed fight, and easily the best game Verlander's thrown this season. It's as if everything I have said just disappeared. I can't remember if it was the Friday night game or the Saturday night game where I went off on the tangent talking about that these Astros that have played this season are not the same ones that we find so easy to love and so fun to cheer for, right? They came back tonight, and it's one game. I'm not saying that this team and everyone deserves to have all of their sins forgiven and just throw all of that trust back into them because they win one game after going 3-9, including 9 games where you're playing just really, really lowly opponents and you end up winning 2 of those. I'm not saying that everything's back on schedule, but we saw tonight a glimpse of that team that we genuinely love. That team that no matter how bad they play, no matter how much they deserve it, I said last night, I can't truly give up on until it's all over. There was a reason after Game 5 of the World Series in 2021, I said they could come back. And I genuinely believed that in that game, after the Game 5 in Atlanta. There was a reason. Because this team is never truly out of it. And it just felt so nice to watch it tonight. Again, I'm not saying it's back on schedule. But God, after the waterboarding that we have felt the past 2 weeks, it just felt like a breath of life seeing a team that cared. Right? They scratch and claw in the second inning. It's the bottom part of the lineup doing work. Dubon gets them on the board. It's 1-0. Maldonado gets them another run. It's 2-0. Altuve, the heart and soul of the team, of the organization, of everything, puts the Astros up 3-0. And then you go to the bottom half of the second inning, and it's just an implosion from Verlander. Loads the bases. There's only one out. Here comes Julio Rodriguez. No, it was the third inning because it was 4-0, excuse me, because Jordan hit the home run, made it 4-0, so it was the bottom of the third where all this happened. Now, I remember that because I saw the bases loaded, and I saw Julio Rodriguez step up, and I'm like, here it comes. Here comes the laugher, right? He's going to hit a grand slam and tie the game because I'm just so incredibly cynical, and I'm done. Here it comes. And then a ground ball to Pena, and it just felt like it went in slow motion watching it in real time. Because there's that weird bounce to Pena, and he can't quite field it, and you think, oh, he's going to airmail it because that's the way it's gone. But he somehow gets it to Altuve, fires to first, and you see that it's going to hit the dirt, and you think, oh, it's going to bounce into the dugout, or it's going to bounce around, and runs are going to come home. And just a beautiful, beautiful pick by Jose Abreu, and they get out of it. But you think in the back of your head, because we can't allow ourselves. The past 2 weeks, it's like, nope, nothing's gonna go right. You think, well, Verlander, I mean, the first 2 innings were pretty okay, but the third inning, I mean, he looked like he was gonna implode. Perfect through the 8th. Easily the best game of Verlander's season. Easily. It's not even close. 8+ innings, he went in the 9th. I get trying to get him a complete game, and I'm sure that he really wanted to. I wouldn't have done it. It kind of spoils it just a touch. Not from, like, my perspective of it. It's just a shame that he gave up the run. He was unbelievable. An absolute animal on the mound tonight. 8 strikeouts, 8 shutout innings until the 9th, which is such a cop-out, I know. I don't care. He probably shouldn't have won. But they get the win anyway. It's fine. He was magnificent on the mound tonight. It was the Verlander we love. And it was the team behind him that we love. They came back. Yeah, it's a shame that it's taken till the final 6 games of the season for them to seemingly show any sign of life, especially after the last 12. I don't know what happens tomorrow. Maybe they get fat and happy again, and it goes awry. We're in the final week of the season, not talking about the postseason. If things don't go well, these are the final few games of Astros baseball until February, meaningful games until April. This was just fun. It was an enjoyable game. It was the Astros that we like rooting for. And it made me happy to see. And maybe that's a simple way to view it. But after the past 2 weeks, I just enjoyed it. I don't know what happens tomorrow. I hope they win. I hope they win tomorrow and Wednesday and then sweep the Diamondbacks over the weekend and secure a playoff spot and gain momentum and somehow upseed the Rangers in the division and maybe get a bye and make another miracle run and go back-to-back. I really hope all of that happens. We're just going to have to take it game by game. And this game was enjoyable. And it felt great to watch. They play again tomorrow night, 10:10 Eastern, 9:10 Central. The Astros are going to send Christian Javier to the mound. I completely forgot it. Brian Abreu came in the 9th and looked fine, picked up a strikeout, and Kyle Tucker also hit a home run. I need to get those out there. Again, play tomorrow, 10:10 Eastern, 9:10 Central. The Astros send the noted coffee enthusiast Christian Javier to the mound, and the Mariners will send George Kirby to the mound. I'll be here afterwards to talk about it, but as for right now, that is all I have to say. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider to like and subscribe. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Astros.